You guys are right, this RTL version of the Ridgeline is a super good value. I'll include a link to the Honda here in Murray's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Ridgeline. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 9-speed. Fuel economy is 18 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 280 horsepower and then 262 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now, this might look like a work truck white from a distance, but it actually has a lot of metallic flake in the paint. The halogen lights on the Ridgeline, they don't exactly look the best for the little kind of, I guess, daytime running light there. And then you'll note we got lots of chrome trim on the front end, turn signals down below, turn signal indicators I should say, and then fog lights too. Yes, the front end looks dated. Hopefully Honda updates it soon to look like that. Tire and wheel setup is 245 by 60 by 18. You've got silver with the metallic gray, and you got kind of chunky fender flares. Mirror caps, door handles all painted to match. You actually have keyless entry. Now the Ridgeline is unibody construction with independent suspension in the front and in the rear. Key fob features, we've got the Honda logo there on the back. On the front face we have our lock and unlock and then the remote start. Tailgate, so opens up like a normal tailgate. Pretty cool, pretty normal. And then it also has the barn door opening. The Ridgeline has done this forever, but there we go. It's still cool. The Ridgeline being unibody also has a trunk here in the back, and that's one of the biggest benefits of unibody. Spare tire in the back too. And then yeah, it has a regular truck bed to match. Boxy taillights, you got Ridgeline stamped into the tailgate and then dual outlet exhaust tips. That will sum things up for the exterior of the Ridgeline. This week's giveaway is perfect for classic muscle car lovers because we have a Cuda and a Roadrunner. The Cuda produces 290 horsepower and has an automatic. The Roadrunner produces 390 horsepower and has a manual. Both of them are obviously powered by V8s. Now this particular giveaway is going to be ending fairly soon on November 2nd. So if you want to get in now and get some extra bonus entries, just use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Let's now check out the interior. You got nice stitching and soft touch there on the door panel, little cup holder up front. Seats are perforated all down the center, more stitching there on the sides too. Now this is a mid-size, so not a crazy amount of space, but I mean it's relatively comfortable with the lower floor. There is a little latch here on the side of the seat so you can pull the seat up for storage underneath. We do have vents in the rear, little outlets down below that. And then headroom back here is pretty good. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You've got your memory seat function below. Automatic for the front two windows, and then more of that soft touch on the door panel. $14.77 for the payload on this. Front seat, again, more of those nice perforations, power adjustments on the side too. Passenger seat's also power adjustable. You get your mirror adjustments to the left of the steering wheel, your econ mode, and then shortcuts for stuff like the collision assistance and then your lane departure. Soft touch all around the steering wheel. Practical controls on the front face for the adaptive cruise control. It also has lane centering, volume and voice command controls on the left side. Paddle shifters there on the back. Partially digital gauge cluster here, so it means you can kind of customize it, and then it'll also display the different drive modes. This is another thing that'll probably change once they update the Ridgeline. It'll have all the modes that the new Passport has, I guess. Backup camera in reverse, it's okay with the resolution. As for the rest of the infotainment system, it is very responsive. I do need to mention it did freeze on me when I first tried to film it, so I think that's kind of important to note. But Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's always a good feature to have. Soft touch there on the dash, and then down below we've got Tri-Zone Climate with this kind of one of the carryovers from the Pilot sibling. Heated seats, got some USB ports to 12 volts. We also have a phone charging pad, some cup holders here, transmission select, and then that is for your drive modes, auto stop start. Big center console, nice trim on the top of it, and then you've got controls up top for different items. So if this one, yeah, this one does the power sliding rear window, and then the other one is for the sunroof. $45,135. Let's see how this performs. Let us set off in the Ridgeline RTL. This is a good value. Mid-40s, and you're getting quite a bit of truck. I mean, this thing can tow like 5,000 pounds, too. So you got almost 1,500 pounds of payload, 5,000 pounds of towing. That's good. It's more than enough for most people, I would say. Now I just drove a Passport right before this. It has the 10-speed, and you do feel a difference when you drive a Honda with the 9-speed versus the 10-speed. The 10-speed definitely just feels better. And you know that extra 5 horsepower the Passport has goes a long way. You don't really notice that too much, but you know, more horsepower. I don't think anyone ever complains about that, right? I don't think it's ever a complaint. But yeah, it's still a smooth powertrain, and man, the suspension's also smooth with this. I think that unibody pickup trucks are going to be the majority of pickup trucks. It won't happen right away. It's going to take some time, but I think that we're going to kind of start to make that transfer somewhat. But also, I think it'll take the SUV market to kind of more so transfer into body and frame, or sorry, not body and frame, unibody from body and frame. So like right now what we see is quite a few SUVs are unibody, but in the off-road SUV segment, unibody's still kind of not really. I mean, you've got the Honda Passport, you've got the Land Rover Defender, you know, so you've got some entries into it that are capable and all that. But you know, most of the serious off-roaders are still body and frame, and I mean the Wrangler still has solid axles too. So I don't think body and frame and solid axles are going to completely go away, but I do think that we're going to see more unibody SUVs, and then eventually I think that's going to kind of bleed into trucks. It'll start with mid-size, and then it might end up, you know, more so in full-size. I mean, full-size pickup truck buyers, you know, they're kind of a lot harder to convert to new stuff, but most pickup truck buyers don't actually use their trucks for truck stuff. They kind of just use it as a family daily driver type vehicle and haul occasionally. So yeah, unibody just kind of does that stuff better because it's got more space inside, it's more comfortable for daily driving, you can get better fuel economy. It's just kind of a better setup for all of that. Now I don't think this has double pane windows. I'd be surprised if it did. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Still decently insulated interior. You do kind of sit a little bit lower because it's unibody, right? Again, that's kind of one of the benefits, but the interior feels spacious for a midsize. It's one of the things that is nice about this construction. And the thing that's really kind of like keeps popping up in my mind is this isn't that much more expensive than the Ford Maverick, and this is, I would say, more truck than the Maverick. It's got a better engine, bigger truck, more space, higher towing capacity. And the engine's just smooth. It's great. Yeah, it's crazy how expensive Ford's made the Maverick. But now that gives Honda like ammunition to probably make this. I bet with the new generation, I mean, they won't go crazy, but I mean, if the Passport RTL is 47 and this is 45, I bet once they release a new generation Ridgeline, the RTL will be 47, 48, you know, and then the Trail Sport will be into the mid 50s. So we'll see some price increases, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, as it sits, this RTL is nice. Heated seats, phone charging pad, tri-zone climate, these nice perforated seats. And again, this is mid 40s for a mid-size. Most mid-size, you're getting a basic truck at this price point. So getting all these options at this price point, it's pretty appealing. This and the Nissan Frontier are definitely the best bang for your buck right now in the mid-size pickup truck segment. They both have 9 speeds, funny enough. So, and I'll get some comparisons with mid-size as the year goes on. Don't you guys worry, I'll get some comparisons going. But let me know if you'd go Ridgeline or traditional mid-size. But I think the Ridgeline, the unibody stuff is gonna take over.